Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cambodia. Thank you for joining today Asia Virtual Poverty Expo. I'm a host for you today, and I'm going to present you something very interesting about Cambodia. So today our topic will be hassle-free investment with a fixed guaranteed rental return in Cambodia. First, let me introduce myself a bit. My name is Sam. I'm a sales manager for a big international company since 2015. And as I talked from beginning, there's a few main content today that I'm going to show you all. So there are 4 points to talk about today in our presentation. First, overview of Cambodia. Second, property investment in Cambodia. Third, Meridian International Holding profile. Last and the most important is a hassle-free investment. In the map, Cambodia is one of the young countries in the Southeast Asia continent. And this country is located in a very central area in this continent as well. With a size of 181,035 square meters and a country population about 15 million. The capital city is called Phnom Penh City, and its population is about 2 million. Let's go to the main point about this country in detail. If you might see on the picture, US dollar has been the main currency and has been practiced in 1990. This has given the country a big and huge benefit to make the country economy is very stable. So all incomes and returns will be in US dollar. What else are the main economic activity of this country? First, it's the rice exporter. Cambodia is one of the big rice exporter in the world and has been awarded in this couple year one of the best rice in the whole world. Second is the manufacturing. And the last is the country tourism. So why Cambodia? Let's get to know more about Cambodia itself. Cambodia economy development is growing rapidly and has been known as the tiger of the Asia. If you are concerned about a political issue, this country is very safe. The political is very stable, and the ruling party has been in power for over 30 years, but the popularity has been widespread of the whole country. As I mentioned in the first slide about the country population, Cambodia, more than 70% of populations are young people below 30 years old. And the location itself is very prime location. It's in the midway between China and India, and Cambodia embraces China Belt and Road Initiative. Of course, if you talk about the business sector, it's favored a lot by the foreign investment. Cambodia is widely favored by the foreign investor, and it's the free trade between China and Cambodia help Cambodia economic take off so much. Let's see this slide, you might see a lot of brandings. I believe all of you or some of you who might not have been traveling to Cambodia might be wonder how the country look like and how's the accessibility and the brandings of this country has been doing. So from these slides, you might see there's a lot of brands, including a big company of insurance, F&B, hospitality, and also automobile and other things. Let's have a look deeper in the financial institute. According to this slide, there are so many banks, both international and local, those including from China, from Korea, from Malaysia, from France, and another country. Okay, so let's move you all a little bit to this country, real estate sector. So why invest in Cambodia real estate? GDP. Since 1998 to 2019, Cambodia average growth of 7.8%. It ranks 6th in the world. Or a lot of people say this is of the hot country in the world with a very fast development speed. And according to the World Bank research, despite the COVID-19, Cambodia GDP will bounce back to 6% in 2021. So it means the country economic stability still remains very strong. I believe some of you might understand the country financial stability. So let me give you a few examples on the bank fixed deposit. Compared to other developed countries, Cambodia has a very high return in terms of fixed deposit. Let's see a few banks see in this slide. First, Cambodia Post Bank. If you put 18 months to 48 months or even 60 months, in US dollar bank fixed deposit, you might get 7% per year, which is a huge figure. And it's quite similar to my right side in the slide of the Philip Bank. Up to 36 months, your annual fixed deposit rate will be 6.5%. That is a very interesting part that I'm going to talk about what I mentioned in the real estate sector. It's the income of the guaranteed rental return. In the speed up developing country, Cambodia has average of 6% to 8% of the rental return per year. It's a common thing to know and question when you want to do an overseas property investment is about tax. So this slide, I'm going to show you a few points about the country taxation practice. And you might be surprised when the tax is very, very positive, has been policy in this country. First is about stamp duty. It means ownership transfer. The figure to be charged is 4% of the property price. 4% is the figure it's set by the government, and the property price is on the evaluation price that is set by the government as well. Second is the property tax annually, which is in the rate only 0.1%, which is very, very low of the property price. Last is also the most important when we talk about the guaranteed rental return. This country would divide into two parts. The income tax will be from 10 to 14%. 10% refer to those residential people which has been staying in Cambodia more than 188 days. So those who stay in Cambodia more than 888 days per year, you are considered to be a residential, with you're entitled to be deducted only 10%. And if you stay less than 188 days per year in this country, you're entitled to be a non-residential. And of course, you're entitled to be deducted the tax of 14%. This slide is something very interesting to have a look on, which is about the property and the land price in the last 10 years. If you see a few lines mentioned here with a different district in Phnom Penh city, which is the capital of the country, from the last 10 years, the price has been grown more than 5 times for only 10 years period. Let's have a look on the high-end hotel demand in this study from 2017 to the Q3 2020, which is very recently. So there's a few statistics has been shown here. So you can have a look about that. Another study about high demand in office space, which has been done the survey in the same period of time, but a bit further in 2014 to this year, third quarter. Let's have a look in the strata title office supply. You might see the figure on the right slide. The light green color is referred to the grade A office. Cambodia has been growth in the last 5 years, but the grade office has been in the high demand of the country. So you might see from 2021 onwards, there's only a few grade office has been completed. This is a very interesting point that I have mentioned earlier in the first slide about the overview of Cambodia. Cambodia has been using US dollar in the whole country. So make the country is very stable. And it's only in a country in Southeast Asia that all your investment return will be in US dollar. Circulation of the fund. This country is very special, and the exchange control in Cambodia, the fund is enter or exit freely. Last, if you're a foreign investor, no worry. You can own a property with a freehold from the first floor onward. What I mentioned earlier in a few points about the country, about the location, about the currency, also some view of the property investment. So let me turn you to a bit more to our company profile, Breeding International Holding profile. This year is our first year to join Property Guru Awards, and we have been awarded Best Developer in the country, along with other award-winning as well. There are three main factors that Breeding International Holding has been awarded the Best Developer. First, high quality development. Second, unique combination. And the third, putting customer at heart. There are some information more that we have mentioned here about our company BOD and also the management team that you can have a look. And I will show you in detail in the end of the slide about the company website also. Breeding International Holding has been established its property business in 2014 with 2 completed projects and also 1 ongoing project. The first 2 that you might see in this slide is the first one is Casa by Meridian, second one is Scala by Meridian, and the last one, which is ongoing project called Flatiron by Meridian. Besides property investment business, Meridian also have a few industrial and the government business as well. Since today is about property virtual, so let me bring you to understand a bit more about our completed project. First one, Casa by Meridian. It's a 34-story project, consists of 513 units, and the product will be mixed development product, including service apartment, condominium, office, and retail. Scala by Meridian is our second project, along with Somerset service apartment. A 29-story project located in a very residential area, surrounded by all embassies. These unique designs and the 29-story building bring home to many ambassadors and local and international tenants as well. This is our ongoing project, our third project, our landmark project, which is called Flatiron by Meridian. As you might see the picture on the left side on the slide, you might see the project name Flatiron and Citadine. Citadine is one of the apartment and the Escort group as well. With this unique design and the landmark project, Flatiron has won 4 awards in 2020. Let me talk a little bit on the name of the third project, Flatiron. As you see the picture on the right side of the slide, it's a Flatiron in New York, which is a landmark in this country. I believe some of you might know, and also have taken a lot of pictures with this landmark. In Cambodia, Flatiron by Meridian will also be a landmark in the country. With this 41-story, a mixture of office and apart hotel will bring you an amazing and a great unique design, which will be a landmark in the future for this tiger in Asia. To get to know more about location, this next iconic landmark, Flatiron by Meridian, is surrounded by many buildings. It's in the CBD, those including government office, financial district, school, embassies, hospitals, and others. A mixed development of the project will describe itself in the picture. An office space, a conference hall, retail, apart hotel. Let's go a bit detail in the building specification. A total of 15 lifts, including 13 passenger lifts, 2 cargo and passenger lift 2, and the parking, 345 lots of car park, along with 482 lots of the bike parking. This project will be finished and handed over in the next year, July 2021. The facility of the building, as I mentioned earlier, is a mixed development, including retail, office, and apart hotel. The office will start from the 9 to 25 floor, and the apart hotel will be from 29 to 41. 27 to 28 will be a lounge, pool, and a fitness. This unique layout is about 27 floor, You might see the pool, which is at the L shape, and the other conference and the dining and the lounge also. Let me explain you more about our project. Flatiron by Meridian is the first project in the whole country which has its gated office space for sale. The whole project is 41 story and the height is 168 height. It's a gated office because it will have 100% of the power backup and the rest floor of 150 mm using the VOV air conditioning system. And of course, for the foreign investor, it's a freehold too. There are some of the designs which is about the FACADE design. You might see and feel it's so different, and since it inspired from New York, so you will see the feelings is young and cool. There are some branding pictures that we have shown here is about lobby. Let's go a bit further to the layout of the office floor. From the 9 to 17, this is the, let's have a look in a bit more detail in the office layout. There are 16 units per floor, ranging from 80 square meter to 100. Let's have a look in detail more on the office layout. There are 16 units per floor, range from 80 square meter to 320 square meter. There are some pictures of our designs in the corridor and lift. A public toilet. And this is our interior and proposed design according to the demands and the DNA of the office of the clients. Let's say this is about a lawyer office. Some architect. And other cool designs that we want to express the uniqueness, young and cool for this generation. As I mentioned earlier, our main true product of the project will be service apart hotel. As I mentioned, Flatiron by Meridian is a mixed development project which consists mainly of office space and apart hotel. So let's get to know it together about Citadine Apart Hotel. This is the main lobby of the apart hotel on the 28th floor. There are 26 units per floor of the hotel apartment. There's a random picture from our showroom. I believe the color is very trending in the 2020 from New York and from other European countries. Or the apart hotel, when you buy this property, it's come along with all what you see in our showroom. It means those including furniture, appliance. If you see in this picture, Flatiron is standing very, very outstanding compared to other projects in the whole city. So why Flatiron by Meridian? First, luxurious. Second, diversity. Third, modern. Fourth, stylish. Next is safety. And the last is extraordinary. As a foreign investor, of course, we're concerned about the freehold or not, but our bidding is offer a freehold ownership. Second, it's a high guaranteed rental return. Third, it's a part hotel fully managed by Citadine Escort. Fourth, we offer a flexible payment option. Fifth, buyback option at the year 10. Six, you buy a property from a very famous and reputable developer. I'm going to show you in detail about these 6 points so that you can get into more clear about what kind of investment that we consider Flatiron is the best one in town at the moment. I believe most of you understand and know clearly about Escort, one of the capital land brand, and at the moment managing so many property in the world. This is just some of the famous property in other countries, including Cambodia also. Okay, I believe you all are waiting for this investment rental return explanation. As I mentioned, again, Flat by Meridian is the project which have two main products. One is a part hotel. Second is an office space. Let's have a look in detail about investment return in a part hotel unit. As you see on the right side of the slide, from year 1 to year 10, we offer 1% increment every year, and the rental return will start from 4% per year from the first year. And year 2 with 5%, year 3 6%, until the 10 year it will be 13%. So from 4% to 13% in total up is 85% in this 10 year. So we divide by 10 in average will be 8.5% per year. And another special option, investors are entitled an option to sell back to the developer with the original selling price. Second is our office space. As you might see on the right side of the slide, the guaranteed rental return will start from 5%, which is higher than the apart hotel. As I mentioned earlier in the few slides before, Cambodia, concerning about graded office, is still in a high demand. So the leasing rate also in a high price also. That's why we offer 5% based on the market practice. 5% from the year 1, year 2 6%, year 3 7%, until the 10 year is 14%. So total out for this 10 year, it will be 95% for 10 year, and an average per year is 9.5%. With the same condition, there's a buyback option in the 10 years from the developer with the original price. So if you want to buy flat iron unit, how's the payment option look like? So let's have a look in detail about our flexible payment option. Option 1, the booking fee of $1,005 in US dollar. A month later, there's a 90%. And on the handover next year, which is July 31st, 2021, the buyer needs to pay the final payment, which is 10%. With this payment option, there are 2% discount. A payment option 2, it's considered to be a monthly payment method, which have the same booking fee, $1,500. And next 10 days, when the client signs the SPA, there's a 5% payment. And a month later, which is the second payment, it is 10% of the total purchasing price. And from December 20 to April 30, 2021, so it means it's the third payment to seventh payment, it is 11% per month. And from the 8th to the 9th payment, it is 10% for 2 months. And the last is a handover time, another 10%. Last payment option and also option 3, it's quite popular for the foreign investor because it requires a very simple payment method. And the booking fee will be the same, $1,500. Next 10 days, when the client signs in a contract, they need to settle 40%. And next year in July 31, 2021, second payment, which is also the last payment of 60%. This line, I believe, is what everyone is waiting for. It's our special promotion because for this expo event, we offer 8 units for Starbucks units, but because of this hot offer, there's a 2 unit has been sold already today. So there are 6 units more that are available today with 8% discounts. So grab your unit with this huge discount right now. I believe all of you will be very interested about getting to know more about the fixed income by purchasing our unit. So let me give an example of an office space. If you see in the column on the left side, the final selling price of this unit is $369,000. After 8% discount of this event, the final selling price highlighted in the orange color is only $339,480. On the right side, there's a workout formula of the 9.5% income per year for the whole 10 years. As I mentioned before, From year one, it's 5% rental return until the last year it's 14%. So if you look back on the year one, 5% of the total possession price, which is 339 for 180 US dollar. So the cost income for the year one will be $18,450. So because of 1% increments every year, you can look at the year two, which is 6%, the income will be $22,140. Until the end of the 10 year, which is 14%, is a huge income, which is $51,660. If we total up for this whole 10 years by looking at the average figure of the income, which is 9.5%, the total average income in US dollar per year is 35,055 US dollar. This is the gross income. It's a huge income per year. And how to pay your income? Our company would pay to investor with designated bank account, both local and international, every 3 months. So I mean a quarterly payout method. I strongly believe that after the presentation, you might understand more about Cambodia itself, about the country development, about the country real estate sector, and of course about the company third project, Flat-Iron by Meridian investment project with such high return. Thank you so much for today, and I would love to see you all in Cambodia after this pandemic. But at the same time, you can have a look in detail in our website, and of course, follow us in the social media. And we are waiting for you. If you have any inquiry, contact us now to get high return of the investment in Cambodia. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.